celebration. And welcome back to the York Ice Arena. Just outside of the campus of York Catholic High School and Middle School for this evening's clash between the Mid-Fairfield Junior Rangers and your Pittsburgh Penguins elite.
That's good.
An elongated Pittsburgh for you folks. As we get ready to get fired up for Game 2 of the weekend. There's 3 of them. This Game 2, the Penguins trying to force a rubber match in the morning. So let's get ready for some action here. Joined again by the man, the myth, the legend, the first-round draft pick, Colby Armstrong. Colby, talk to us a little bit about the Game 1 loss.
Well, I think it sums up with what the Rangers were able to do in terms of structure and defensive ability and keeping the Penguins to the outside and making life difficult inside, in and around those tough areas around their net. Penguins only able to muster up 1 goal here this morning. We'll see if they can find a way, right, Jeremy? Find a way to get inside, to simplify. I wonder what the message to these young men was heading into this game. Maybe a few more pucks on net. Rebounds in traffic.
Gotta earn it. Gotta earn it. Looking for my slip of paper, can't find it. Hopefully we bring you all of the necessary accoutrements that go along with a Cinnamon Swirl broadcast.
I was amazed at the Pittsburgh hold. The elongated Pittsburgh hold. There had to be about 43 U's if you were spelling it. And 43 U's, of course, because it's your birthday today, young man.
The big 4-3.
The big 4-3. And the big 4-3 is out there right now.
In the starting lineups, brought to you by the Lemieux Sports Center.
Oh, he's dancing.
Training table. In net, number 1, William Hanner. On defense, 16, Dalton Julius, and 34, Rylan Ofter. At wing, number 11, Jack Reel. Number 43, Cameron Evans. And at center, number 10, Luca Filiaggi. It's the Penguins with the puck in the Rangers' zone. Played out of the zone by Julius, gathered by Ofterhide. They'll try the left-hand side.
Nice.
It's Filiaggi back in on an onside play. Driving into the net, off of, it'll be, I think it's, we did get an updated roster, by the way, so we should have some of the Mid-Fairfield players, as apparently the roster we had from like 2 months ago has changed completely. Maybe a mid-season tryout for
Well,
Mid-Fairfield.
you know what?
I do
just, on the Penguins start here, I do like the fact, you see that? They're throwing way more pucks to the net here right off the bat with some good looks, and I think that's the answer against these guys. Cause some chaos, puck retrievals, pucks on net, some rebounds. Get after. It looks like we've switched the lines up too.
A little line change here is Wu's going to be out with Sproul and Armstrong. Villela and Merlot, the defense pair for the 2 wings. And the Wu at center. A shot from Villela at the point. Skips wide of the net, picked up behind by Wu. He tries to come back out in front. Unsuccessfully comes to the stick of Sproul. A bouncing puck up over face stitch to the corner. And brought back out by Mid-Fairfield. Well, they'll dump it in.
That should have been icing.
And another non-icing call. That cost the Penguins in the last game. So, different set of referees as the older gentleman with the long gray flowing locks is actually on the other ice reffing a girls' game still. A U16 game, I believe, over on the other side.
Just a warrior in the stripes. Putting in a shift. Tell you what, these refs, that's kind of the routine, isn't it? Come in for a tournament or a bunch of games on the weekend, and they just hammer out the games and provide an awesome service that keeps us going.
Rimmed around for Schub in the corner. Uses his body to protect the puck. He's supported by Paris. Paris and Schub work it out of the corner. This time the Penguins escape. He tries to tap one in front to Brody Carter.
Like
defended well. Great play there. It's back to Starr at the point. Starr's dump-in attempt broken up by mid-Fairfield. It'll be out to center red, where Star's under immediate pressure, and the puck's taken from him by mid-Fairfield. He'll continue the battle, working it up to Shub. Shub along the wall as it's wedged back into the Penguin zone, where Kaminsky will pick things up behind Henner. Kaminsky loses control. Paris there to support and wave at it. A cross-ice pass comes off the skate of Shub and is fired in from the outside. It's off the side of the cage. It'll be cleared by Kaminsky. Picked up by Paris. He'll try to reverse things, but right to a mid-Fairfield forward. Mid-Fairfield shot from the point skips between the legs of Brody Carter. It'll be picked up in the corner by Starr. He goes off the wall to Carter on the breakout, left wing side. He'll drive the whole way into the offensive zone, dump it to the corner. Penguins are in the midst of a line change as Filiaggi into pressure. Real gets there with a stick. It frees it up to Carter. Carter hits Filiaggi. Can't quite corral it on the first attempt, but a backhander is blocked and sent behind the cage. To the corner it goes for mid-Fairfield. That's Rowe. He was looking for Andrew. Not going to try the last name. I know Andrew well. Evans with the forecheck pressure, frees it up to Filiaggi. Filiaggi passes it off the chest of Evans. He gathers it, fires a backhander.
Wow.
And they're flashing the leather on the rebound by Filiaggi as the mid-Fairfield masked man, Chris Badich.
They've literally had more chances here in the first few minutes of this game than they did all of last game. Generating pucks on the inside, and that one got hung up in Evans' jersey. He was able to corral it and carry it on for a great opportunity.
Puck cleared by mid-Fairfield off the face-off, but gathered in by Real at center. Cutting to the middle behind the Penguins. Forward, laying it out for a drive by Ofteride. Was that a
great play?
Was that a good Doc Emmerich drive impression? Drive!
It's better.
I don't know about that.
I do.
I don't know about that. Doc Emmerich, huge and we have.
You know, I love Doc. I do love Doc, but
huge Pirate fan, Doc Emmerich. Every broadcast he brings up the Pittsburgh Pirates. He's the last one, the last Pirate fan.
The only one. Just kidding. Love the Pirates.
Yeah, they may struggle, but it's fun on weekends to head down to the ballpark there.
Oh, it's a beauty, yeah.
And I think they're looking for a new name. What do you think? Cinnamon Swirl Ballpark.
Yeah, yeah, we're in the hunt.
Contract with TNC's up.
Yeah, you know what banks are these days.
So it'll be Evans in his own end, but we're going to get a penalty
Two
here.
guys, both guys.
Both guys going.
Looks like a double point.
It'll be Filiaggi. 5-on-5 hockey to proceed. And it'll be 20. That's Carey, Cullen Carey for the Rangers. So we did get an updated roster. Again, it was different than when the last time we played them. But now we should have a better job of telling you who's on the team in white. The Rangers are in their white uniforms for this one, with the MF on the front for mid-Fairfield. Not to be confused. They've got the Ranger colors, red, white, and blue. The red pants today. The white socks, blue and red striping, and blue buckets. The Penguins in their blacks. All black. It's black jerseys with the gold Penguin crest on the chest. The black pants, the black socks, and the gold striping to go along with the iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. The Rangers work it to the Penguins line where it's picked up by Villela. He's got Armstrong on the opposite side. The pass just out of his reach, but Armstrong will chase it down into the offensive zone. No icing again on a play that was clearly initiated behind the red line. Maybe this is like ball hockey where they're going to call it from the blue line, because these refs have not called an ice, I don't think all day. Battle along the wall.
And here we go. We had a couple of these last game, a little rugby scrum.
And how about the play by Shub earlier to come out of the wall out of it? That was one of the first time the Penguins were able to create offense out of something like that. The puck comes free to Sproul. Bit of a stick lift there on him. It frees it up and it's sent back out to center. Picked up by mid-Fairfield. They'll weave into the Penguin zone. Cut off and taken by Wu. Wu like a train into the offensive zone. Cuts free and he'll go off the post and into the back of the net. It's the RZA, the Jizza, the ghost face killer. It's the Wu-Tang Clan. Austin Wu makes it 1-0 Penguins.
Turnover at the far blue line by mid-Fairfield as everyone kind of came together. Armstrong on the back check. The D stayed up and forced a turnover that squirted out to the neutral zone, and Austin Wu, with a full head of steam, was able to gain the line and cut right across, all the way across the top of the circles, generating a good scoring chance. And we see that shot, right, Jeremy? He can rip it.
And you've often brought to our attention the importance of this right here, the shift after a goal. And the Penguins able to take that face-off right into the mid-Fairfield zone. It's Brody Carter working it behind the net, followed on by Jake Starr in support. Mid-Fairfield will get control and clear the zone, but right to the stick of Kaminsky. He'll pick things up, go heavy off the boards, looking for Schub. It'll end up on the stick of Carter. He'll find Schub. Schub will try for Carter, and Mid-Fairfield will set up at their blue line. A D-to-D play, pressured by Parrish, dumped in by Mid-Fairfield. Gathered in by Kaminsky in the corner. He'll cut out of the corner, defended by Parrish. Getting it all the way in on Hanner on net, who's able to kind of waffle it off to the side. Cleared by Carter, looking for the other Carter, this time Carter Schub, pressuring at the Mid-Fairfield blue line. Penguins changing behind him. They'll get Julius on the ice, who defends as the puck comes off of Hanner. Picked up by Evans. Cam up the left ring side. He's got Reel with speed. Dangles to the middle. Defended well, but he'll stay on the puck. To his backhand for a shot down low that's deflected by Reel. It's loose in front. Followed on by Evans. Can't get it through. Wu joining these two as Filiaggi still serving the penalty that he'll be released from purgatory at the next whistle. Those are the tough part about the 5-on-5 matching minors is you could be in there for like 7-8 minutes. Julius to the corner. Stick lift by Wu. He can't get control. It's wedged out the center where it's gathered in by Penguin defenseman Ofterhide in his own zone. He's pressured, but he maintains control. Banks it off the wall looking for Wu. Now Reel, tapped back to Wu. Wu gains the left side. Into the offensive zone. A centering pass doesn't come through. He'll play it back to Reel. Reel to the corner. Reel swiping out of the corner. Driving the middle. Finding Ofterhide. He'll shoot one in off the body of the goal. The body, not bloody, of the goaltender. Dumped back in by Ofterhide as the Penguins continue to work here. Wu with the pressure. Forces the turnover to Reel. Reel spinning off the wall. Scott Evans in the high slot. Drags it to the middle. Will come to Evans. Backhander comes through. Another one trickles just by to the cage. Cleared but not out by Mid-Fairfield. Kept by Julius. Julius will drive the corner, dumping it in behind, looking for Reel. Picked up by Mid-Fairfield. They'll try the opposite side. Ofterhide says no siree. Unable to keep it on the dump-in attempt, but the Pens are right back on it. It's Julius. Julius with Evans driving. His pass broken up. Comes to the stick of Wu. Now Reel. Reel can't get it through to Evans, and Mid-Fairfield comes back the other way. Julius with a great poke check at the red line. And the Penguins are all over him right here. Reel, now Julius. Dumped in by Mid-Fairfield, picked up by Ofty. Ofty up the wing to Reel. Reel's got Evans. He's got Wu. He'll skate it instead. Evans will go for a change. Now Wu goes for a change, and Reel's 1-on-5. Had a chance at maybe a 3-on-2 there. Kind of delayed a little bit too much. Dumped all the way down by Mid-Fairfield. Icing if it's far enough, and it is. Feverish action here, Colby. What have you liked so far?
I like the jump from this Penguins team in this game. It's much different and smothering plays to the neutral zone with Mid-Fairfield trying to get anything going. They're pretty much just able to chip it out at this point and try to regroup or get a line change. It's been all Penguins here early, and also getting chances, right? Scoring chances, creating some options here at the net and attacks off the rush.
And the net comes off at the side of the cage as Sproul drives. William Sproul, a previous member of this Mid-Fairfield squad. So gets to play against some old teammates here. That's got to be exciting for him. As we'll have another offensive zone draw. This time it'll be to the left of the Mid-Fairfield netminder. It'll be Wu and Armstrong, Sproul. They've got Merlot and Villela, the defenseman. Penguins rearrange their wings here a bit, trying to get shooting angles on the faceoff. One by Mid-Fairfield, pressured by Sproul. Bit of body in behind as it's popped free. Armstrong will chase it to the corner. He's bodied, can't quite get control, but he's able to free the puck up where Villela will pick things up at center. Over to Sproul. Good hustle by Armstrong to get onside. Sproul tried to tap it through to the middle. That's defended well by the Mid-Fairfield forward, Rowe. He has possession as he tries to find his teammate up ice. That's Heckel. Heckel loses control. Wu tries to gain the zone. Now Villela. Picked up by Andrew at center. He's got some wheels. He'll be pressured by Armstrong, and it's picked up by Wu. Wu driving the right-hand side, cutting to the middle. Leaves it for Sproul. Sproul follows on all the way to the corner. Tapped behind. It'll be mid-Fairfield in the corner. That's O'Neill. Firing it up ice. The Rangers will gain center red where 3 bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor inside the Penguin zone.
Off the bench, Shuby right into it.
Penguins carrying left wing side. Shub to the corner. Gets possession. They cover the point.
Nice.
What a play by Starr to pop open. And he missiles one just wide of the cage. Paris to it. He tried to go back to Starr. It's a little bit behind him, so the Penguins will regroup at center. Banking it off the boards. We'll have an offside play as Shub had not yet cleared the zone. Faceoff will come to center ice.
Well, Shuby right off the bench on that play, right into the action, won a battle off the boards, and Starr with a great read. Doesn't just stand in his position, Jeremy. Doesn't stand on his regular point spot. Jumps to the middle. Just a good heads-up move, and good job by Shuby to hang on to it. Just that little extra second to make that happen.
You could see the wing cover the point there, but not visually.
Yeah.
You know, he went where he thought he should go, and Starr read it back with the defenders back to him. Starr drives the middle and becomes an open option for Shub.
Yeah, those D can be like ghosts in that situation. You lose track of them.
As Carter plays it over to Shub. Shub's shot's blocked. It'll be picked up by Carter in the corner. He'll he'll head to the point for Kaminsky. He tries to dump to the corner for Paris. Paris will get there. He hits Carter, but he hits him right in the skate. Down goes Brody Carter, and mid-Fairfield's back out the center. We'll see a dump wide of Hanner. It'll be picked up off the half wall by the streaking mid-Fairfield forward on the dump and chase. Paris gets back, up to Shub, Shub to Carter, and the Penguins are back out the center. Another great breakout by the Pens. This time Carter driving on O'Neill. Bodied, Paris follows on. To the corner he goes. Trying to go cross ice, he'll find Starzy. Starr with a twist. A cinnamon swirl, will you, out of the point. Firing one off of a skate. Another shot. That gets all the way through. Shub crushed in front and a cross check to boot. It'll be Starr with the puck at the Penguin line off their high now. He's got Evans with him. He'll find him. Winding. Firing. It's off a skate right towards Filiaggi. Can't get control. The Rangers clear. Stepping up on the play, there's Julius. Maybe a dangerous step up. In come the Rangers for a shot that's off Hanner and covered.
Might have been Hanner's first save of the game, I think.
Might be the first action.
Pretty good test for William Hanner here with his first save off a partial breakaway 2-on-1, and some nice execution in the offensive zone here by the Penguins. Jeremy just making plays happen. A little shake and bake by Starzilla.
I'm joined to my right by Mila Armstrong playing a, looks like a racing game, and I think she is just plain smoking everyone. The internet is not prepared for Mila Armstrong.
Oh, it's a high score city.
It'll be Filiaggi into the offensive zone. He's knocked down, but following on Real. He'll weave one way, weave another. He'll get tripped, and the Penguins are going to head to the Serve Pizza power play.
Look at Filiaggi enters the zone there. I don't like that he's doing the one-handy thing. The two hands, stay strong. These Rangers D aren't afraid to lean on you. It'd be best to be in your strongest position, but Real able to pick it up and tap dance in and out. They had no option but to take him down, otherwise he was going to get off a lethal shot from a good position.
Filiaggi on the faceoff. Real activates from the wing, will get control. He's got the opposite point. He'll go near side. That's picked off, and the Rangers almost break free. You got to be a little quicker with the decision making. Getting to the puck and kind of running over Julius is a Ranger forward. It'll be picked up by Evans. Evans carrying things up the left. He'll gain the zone all the way to the corner. Onside plays. He's knocked down. And it's going to be a hold on the Rangers. The Pens are going to have a 5-on-3. The mid-Fairfield coach is incessant on the bench as Evans was hauled down on the play.
On that play at the blue line, when we gained the puck on the half wall, Julius just has to step off. If a guy comes up high, he's got to release off to the middle. And I think the forward was kind of waiting for him and laid it into that area, kind of, hey, big boy, get going over there. Nonetheless, up the ice, and this will be another advantage here for the Penguins.
5-on-3 for 1 minute and 3 seconds. And the Rangers win the draw. That's an important faceoff win. Evans in immediately on pressure. Filiaggi in support. Coming down the whole way to the corner, Star to possess. As the Rangers try to collapse the middle of the ice. It'll be played back to Ofterhide, now to Reel. Reel to Evans. Evans looking, sending it backside, looking for Filiaggi. It's off of his stick and wide. Picked up by Star. He'll just control. Good, calm play. Back to Ofty. Ofty over to Evans. Gets it on his backhand, turning it in front, shooting, looking at it. Backside was Filiaggi. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but Reel will get it in the corner. Dancing behind the net. He'll switch with Evans. Now Ofterhide. Ofterhide. Back to Reel. Reel. Looking, firing. He finds a skate. Penguins got to move the puck. They got 2 extra players here. And it's cleared by the Rangers.
Oh, we got a penalty.
Jack Reel pickpocketed. Oh, no, icing.
Oh, icing. Thought they were going to get him on
left
something there.
On the 5-on-3, and then 39 left on the second penalty. So 5-on-3, we're going to see Wu, Armstrong, Sproul, Star, and Villela.
What do we got here? Hold on.
Well, maybe.
Hold
I don't know.
on. Oh, why is it? We're missing a guy.
Star at the bench. Armstrong to take the draw. Won by mid-Fairfield. The Penguins were not set.
Oh, they kept that in.
But they'll keep it in the zone. Penguins coach Ray Conway talking to Star. He wasn't quite back in the zone yet at faceoff. It'll be dumped in behind for Wu. Wu will pick it up. Herring behind. He sets it up. There's Star. Now Sproul. He can't get a shot through. The Rangers have 1 player back. 17 seconds left of 5-on-4 action as the Rangers clear the zone. No icing on the play as Villela will get there. Penguins need to get control. They won't. It'll be a shot from the point. Rebound at the side of the net. Sprawling out. Multiple Penguins.
I think the net came off.
And the net comes off its pegs. There was a whistle, and I had no idea what happened. The net off of its peg. We've seen it a couple times at both ends. So penalty over, 5-on-5 hockey here. And apparently, Drew Ofterhide would like to rock, according to the music selection.
I think these Rangers coaches are not letting up here. They want a penalty shot. I think they're complaining that the guy had his hand on the puck.
You can bat the puck away.
Yeah.
That's just begging for a call.
Yeah.
From a young, looks like female referee that we have here. Excited to see the girls, and she is a skater. Look at her go backwards. I mean,
so awkward skating without a stick.
It's got to be. A centering pass almost comes off the goalie as Carter's buried behind the net. That horn will end the first period. A first period that looks a little different than the last game as the Penguins have carried a 1-0 lead here to the second period. And quite frankly, Colby, I think they've carried play.
Yeah, they have. That was a big period for them. That was a good period. Good energy they had. Jumping on pucks, creating plays. Good off the rush. And they just seem to have more energy. I mean, if we look back just as far as last game against these guys, that was the best showing. Now can they keep it up, Jeremy? I think that's the what you pray and hope for, right?
And this is a team that as we've talked, well organized, good structure, and they're able to keep these games close. Where the Penguins are outplaying them, it's still a 1-goal game. So one shot could tie this one up. Looks like you're going to be joined by the lovely Mila Armstrong.
Yeah, I got a little assistant here. Best assistant in the biz.
Let's be clear. I think you're kind of her assistant with as much as I've seen you take her to cheerleading and some of the other stuff. So.
Yeah, she's got me wrapped around her finger pretty good. This one.
How couldn't she? She's got me wrapped around her finger.
Jeremy, just an all-boy dad.
All-boy dad.
So he comes over and he gets the full treatment from the Armstrong girls.
Girl dad time.
Yep.
As the shot comes in from Wu, tap that in front. Sproul can't get it all the way through. It'll be to the corner for Wu. Woo, battling, working. And see, here's a situation where, look at the Rangers. They're leaning on the Penguins. They have the Penguins pinned against the wall. The Rangers are in the better position on those board battles there. Starr gets to the puck in his own end. It'll come to center, no further. Back checking on the play. A shot comes in on Hanner. He'll fight it off with the chest protector. Kaminsky gets to it. He's out to center. Chasing it, Woo. The Rangers are able to turn it back the other way. They'll stay on sides and not too many men. As Starr gets control, he fells a Ranger at the point, but it's a turnover in front. Hanner with a kick save and a beauty. Shot in, gobbled up by Hanner. Rebound there, he can't quite tuck it home. Starr will get there. Tapped aside by Kaminsky, but it's not out, and the Penguins are pinned in their own end here. Working it behind is Rowe. Rowe controlling the puck.
It'd be Mike Rowe, would it?
No, Landon. A shot, reacting late was Hanner. I don't think he saw that one that went wide. Another pass in front. Rowe tries to turn it. Starr defense to the corner for Sproul. Sproul off the boards. It'll take an odd bounce off a stanchion all the way back out to center and into the Ranger zone. Rangers will carry behind their own net. The Penguins will complete a line change as Shuby's on Harris with the stick lift, but it's dumped to the corner and skating into it a Ranger. That's Carey. Swiped away from him by Ofterheide. Up to Shub. Shub into the offensive zone. He's got Carter with him. He'll send it to the middle. That's cut off, and Rowe back on the puck for the Rangers. Up ice to Andrew. Andrew's going to step in, but it's an offside play as Carey had beat him over the line.
Well, that was a shift right there that the Rangers will try to build off of, as they had some decent chances, won some battles, and got some pucks towards the net as they try to claw themselves into this game and get some momentum.
Right off the face-off, taking it forward, getting control, but the Penguins able to defend it well to the stick of Paris. Paris using those linear crossovers to bust through center ice. Worked along the wall. It'll be dumped in, attempted to be dumped in by Ofterheide, Carter, and Paris. Paris will work it down to the half wall. Ofterheide will take control at the point, and he drives in. And what an area pass to Shuby, who can't get the shot through. Picked up by the Rangers behind and carried out the right-hand side. A centering feed broken up by Ofterheide. That was intended for Sullivan. Sullivan will turn it back towards the Penguins line where it's picked up by Rothstein. His shot off the pad of Hanner. Defended by Julius to the corner. Dumped around for Paris in the opposite side. Paris on the right wing corner as the puck pops free. Julius swipes at it. Able to break the play up to Ofterheide. Ofterheide will carry it out the center where he dumps it off the boards into the Ranger zone. It'll be picked up in their end by Kokoro. Not Kokomo, not the Beatles song, Kokoro.
Oh, baby!
A dangle to the middle and a backdoor tap attempt by the Penguins. Ofterheide, he can't convert.
Ofterheide's been active today. Very noticeable.
It'll be the fine wine, losing control behind his own net. Breeze it up, Evans will be there in support. He'll bank it off the boards. He's got Shub blazing out through center. Shub, cross ice feed to Villela, back to Filiaggi. Filiaggi to Evans. As the puck plays tic-tac-toe, they get a shot that goes off the blocker. Cleared, and it'll be icing on the Rangers as it crosses the red line, and the Penguins will have an offensive zone draw.
Well, they are feeling it. A little Harlem Globetrotters action off the rush there, Jeremy. And I mean, that was pretty good. It's under pressure. It ended up in the right guy's hands after all that passing. Had the most time to get a shot off, and pretty to watch.
A little tick, a little tack, a little toe, and a shot comes in from Villela from the point. That's blocker or stick to the corner by the Ranger goaltender, Badic. It'll be Real behind the net. A centering pass. He tries to go off the Ranger netminder. It'll be picked up by Filiaggi. Filiaggi to Real. Real comes off that wall with some speed. Tries to get it to the middle. Evans is tied up. He'll slap at it, and it goes just wide. Popped around Evans with the pressure, but the Rangers tap it past the stick of Filiaggi out to center. It'll be Murphy into the Penguin zone, carried through by Henry. We're going to call him Henry because his last name goes armpit to armpit. Filiaggi gets the puck. He tries for real. It's off of his stick, deflected. He'll pick it up behind the Ranger net. The Penguins still have a chance here. A centering feed to Filiaggi. He can't get the shot off, and back come the Rangers. Heckel through center, cut in front of by the back-checking Evans. He'll work it up to Wu. Wu taps it to the middle. Can the Penguins forward pop free for his second? He can't. It'll go high off the glass to the stick of Starr. Starr back to the corner he goes. Wraps the whole way to the opposite corner. Tracked there by Wu. Reel still on the ice. Pops the puck free. It'll be past Sproul. And back to the Penguin end where it'll be picked up by Starr. Starr in his own end. Oh, he loses control. Right there, the Rangers to take possession. Andrew pops it further into the Penguin zone. Andrew back on the puck on the half wall, defended by Starr. It'll be picked up by Sproul. Sproul carrying it to center. Dangled at the line, it's Rowe. Defended by Wu. He'll dump it off the wall to Starr. Starr will go back off the boards looking for Sproul. Rowe ends up disrupting it, so Starr will try a second time, getting it all the way out the center. There it's Kokoro, not Kokomo. In a battle, Sproul and Wu there. Ultimately, it'll come free to Starr at his own line. Drives all the way across. Taking the crosstown train is Jake Starr into the offensive zone. To the corner. A drop pass past the stick of Armstrong. All the way to Parrish, who keeps it in. A shot up high by Sproul. Blocker to the corner. Turning off the walls, Parrish in front for Sproul. Parrish will pick it back up. His shot, rebound, tapped at. And the Pens are cleared out from in front by the Ranger defense corps as the puck is covered. 8:25 to play in the second frame.
Good battle shifts off the wall. Pens have to be a little quicker, a little sharper when winning a battle off the wall to generate something. It's almost like they're looking for an extra second instead of just reacting to those opportunities. Shuby in a phone booth.
Laying it back to Brody Carter, whose shot's gobbled up and held. The Rangers getting some good goaltending here.
And they did this morning as well. Some big timely saves. Big and calm. I notice their goalies don't go down if they don't have to. Hey, Jeremy, they stay up, they stay big, they close off the short side. They're pretty mobile in there. Made some big saves here in the last
one of their goalies we haven't seen
half.
Yet, the grandson of Ken Dryden.
Oh.
It'll be Carter.
Pretty good genes.
I prefer Tommy Bahama, but yeah, you can go with Dryden jeans.
Dryden, I've never tried those.
You turned me on to the, what's the website that I got a couple shirts from? Because you turned me on to it. Comfy clothes, nonetheless.
Fairdy.
Yeah.
We'll give shout outs to them and hopefully give us
Maybe
some free, chuck us some free gear. Big,
polo shirt
we're big Shacket guys.
Yeah. As it's worked up the wall by mid-Fairfield, right wing side. Weaving into the Penguin zone is Rothstein. Around the Penguin defender to the corner. It'll be Merlot getting there. Filiaggi following on in support. He's got Brody Carter up the left-hand side. Carter looking for Shub. I think the puck tripped him. Shub will stay in the battle, as usual. That's what he does. Wedged forward by Filiaggi. I'm sorry. I don't know who wedged it forward. It went to Villela. Now it's Filiaggi. Shub's still out there as the Penguins mid-change here. Cross ice pass. Nobody home. It'll be dumped in by mid-Fairfield, but they're mid-line change, so it'll be an offside play at the mid-Fairfield blue line, and a face-off ensues in the neutral zone.
We're running a... All right, just get it outside here then to Villela.
Yeah. Penguins
Take
try to
what
tap
they
it
give you.
forward to Reel.
Everyone in the
back by mid-Fairfield.
Everyone in the rink knew it was going to Reel.
I don't know that Donna Evans knew it was going to Reel.
She's capturing moments on her phone. Down there, memories.
It'll be dumped in by the Penguins defenseman Merlot, sent right back out where the Penguins will regroup at their blue line. Merlot, ooh, nice defensive play there. Reading that Merlot was going to try to turn away from trouble and creating trouble on that side was the mid-Fairfield forward. Bigliaggi will be back to support. Nice 5-foot little tapperoni there to Villela. Up to Evans. Evans will gain the zone. He'll fire one from well outside. That's blockered to the corner to be followed on by Bigliaggi. Pressing down the wall is Kaminsky. Like a train down that wall. Covered by, the Penguins. I think Real was going to cover the defense. He did not. He crashed down instead. Evans on the back check. Starr on the defense. Evans takes the guy all the way to the side of the cage. Starr battles him all the way to the wall. Bigliaggi follows on in support. And they're going to have penalties on 2 players here. Number 8, Heckel, and 77, Jake the Constellation Kid Starr. The Big Dipper heads to the box. 2 each, 1 for a hold, 1 for a high stick.
Now they got into it in the corner here as Starr took him one-on-one and played him perfectly. And a little rub out down in the corner.
He's the Big Dipper when he takes a penalty. He's like Torres the Bull when he scores a goal. He's never the Little Dipper. If you've ever met Jake Starr, there's nothing.
That's his dad.
Yeah. So it'll be Wu behind. Out
look at that breakout.
On the side. A beautiful breakout feed to Armstrong. Slashing across, and the Penguins are in business in the Ranger zone. Cutting to the middle, trying for Wu. Bounces off his stick. The Penguins will keep it in, fire it in behind the mid-Fairfield net. It'll be Wu along the wall, wedged up the wall, kept in by Wu and Julius. Penguins send it further, and mid-Fairfield will try to retreat a bit.
Nope.
They will, and they'll pop it by by Julius, and it's a 3-on-1 here. Julius on the back check is driving in is Rothstein, who beats Hanner with a wrister, and the Rangers have tied it. All it takes is one chance.
Rothstein's looked dangerous. This is a thing that they did last time, too. I don't get what this is, but.
Yeah, the whole team came off the bench again. That's got to be a penalty.
Rothstein's been dangerous, though. He comes and he tags. Good skater, good lateral movement. Finished that play. Short side, it looked like. Short side high on the shot. As it was a battle at the blue line, and they were just able to poke it free, and off they went to a 2-on-1, which kind of.
That's one of those where that
F3
has to read that Julius is staying on and trying to defend that blue line. And in doing so, that F3 has to get high and above him in order to cover that spot and not give up that 3-on-2, 3-on-1, 2-on-1 situation. Harris with a shot in front as the Penguins try to have this all-important shift after a goal. Merlot whacks one at the net that is just deflected and gloved.
Great speed through the neutral zone. Brody Carter just absolutely flying, battles off some sticks. He doesn't care. Just on a mission down into the zone there, and a great chance thrown at the net by Paris and then converged on by the D crashing down. And his dad might have to invest in a stiffer flex stick as it looked like the noodle bent almost in half there.
We dumped to the corner and rimmed around for Brody Carter. He's got it behind, supported by Shub. Shub centering feed right to Paris, who fires a one-timer that's gloved by...
Like, that was NHL. That was like an NHL play right there. Battle out of the corner. Paris kind of slides back perfectly in a little soft spot, and it was
so who's the best at that in the NHL right now?
Ooh. You know who's pretty darn good at it? TJ Oshie, when healthy, is pretty darn good as a right-handed shot. On the other side, at getting that shot off, he can absolutely wire it.
Now, did TJ Oshie play for any national teams?
Yeah, he did. He's virtually Mr. USA. Yeah, he's a star. He's a good player.
Now, I know.
I was thinking the Penguins would try to go after him when the Caps decided to, and once I saw what he signed for, I was going, oh, that's why they can't afford him.
It'll be wedged forward by Evans to Real. Real's in the zone. Can he cut to the inside? He'll look. Oh, it's knocked off of the stick. It'll be Starr weaving the top of the zone. And we are now joined by color commentator. Oh, I thought we were going to be joined by Mila. Maybe not. It'll be dumped into the corner by Kaminsky. 3:17 to play.
Okay.
It'll be Real in the corner, back to off the bench at the point of deflection by Evans. Pops out front. Evans waves at the second shot, can't get it. He'll get back on the back pressure as the Rangers, Heckel dumps it in behind the Penguins net. Filiaggi in after it. Starr following up in support. He'll play it over to Evans. Evans off the wall looking for Armstrong, doing a great job. Armstrong doing a great job coming across and being an option on these breakouts. That one missed him, so the Rangers are back into the Penguins' end. It's Ofterhide defending as a centering pass will pop through to Evans. Evans will fly up the left-hand side, dumping it in on net as the Penguins look to change. Evans and Filiaggi off, but Armstrong already on, so he can put the pressure on. That pressure forces a turnover in front of the Penguins bench where it's picked up by Julius to Wu. Wu looking, back to the point he tries. It'll be cut off by Sproul. Sproul to Ofterhide, Ofterhide to the corner. Armstrong in the corner, around one, centering pass to Wu, who sends it just wide.
I think Sproul had the gun cocked right there. He was ready to launch it, and they kind of got their wires crossed a little bit.
That thing's a 50 caliber if he can get it off.
Yeah, that's get out of the way material.
Oh, yeah, I'm not blocking that. I'm going full flamingo on a Sproley shot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Full flamingo.
That's full-blown, double eyes closed, 1 foot in the air, just a little bit out of the lane just to make sure.
It'll be Sproul coming through center, over the red line to the Ranger zone. Fighting a defender up on the backhand, he'll center one for Wu, guts in, shoots one, it's off the goaltender and kept out. And the Ranger fans are incredibly excited in the corner at that save. That must be the goalie's dad. Icing the call, as I think he sprained an ankle jumping into the boards.
It's unbelievable job by Sproul to fight off that defender. Unbelievable.
Penguins with some up. I mean, they've clearly been the better team in this game.
They're executing. They're moving well. They're popping into open spots. Play away from the puck, Jeremy. All the stuff we talk about, we're seeing it here so far.
It's offensive pressure forces a turnover to Paris. Back to the point, turning with it Merlot. He'll go to the corner. It's Schub. Schub catches it on the backhand. Tries to twist to the forehand. Followed on by Carter and Paris. Paris in the corner. Now Schub. Rangers were going to reverse. They try to go out the strong side, and Paris is there to break it up. Now they'll reverse to the opposite side where Villela bats it out of the air and brings it back in on an onside play. To the point past Carter and all the way out the center for Merlot. Merlot pulls it on the backhand to the forehand, snaps it off to Paris.
There it is.
Paris with a tic-tac-toe-ski right to Carter. Carter to the corner. Driving, protecting with an arm in front. Shuby, he can't get a stick to it. Paris waving at it to keep it in the offensive zone. It'll bust free looking for Schub. Schub will put the pressure on, and the Rangers are just going to swipe at it. Nice.
They've had enough. They said that we've had enough.
It's like tapping in
Get out of
MMA.
here. And you see the regroup here, right? The rubber man gets it here, Merlot. He goes across the ice, straight up, and then a great read because you're doing that. The forwards know how to generate speed and overload. It's right to Carter on a big entry, and they're right back in on top of you, and that's playing fast.
Face-off Ranger zone. Real on the draw. Won by the Rangers, cleared all the way to the Penguin end. It'll be Starr getting there. Pressured by Andrew. Starr takes it behind his net. He'll find Evans. Evans a bit stationary. He's still able to find Filiaggi. Filiaggi's up ice with Real. He'll center it to him. He peels off down to his knees, and he's still able to get one in on net. To the corner it goes to be tied up along the wall. And they literally took it to the wall and just held it there for the last 3 seconds. Which
Well, they're in a 1-1 game. They're getting, I think, dominated here. The Pens are playing real well, executing and speed to the neutral zone and attacking. And how many shots? I don't know what the shot count is, but it's got to be up there. We have a special guest for you, birthday boy.
Special guest, the great
Hello.
Mila Armstrong. How you doing, sweetheart?
Good.
Wonderful. You wanted to jump on at intermission. What do you have for us? Do you have a cheer?
No.
No.
Hi, Bella and Pops.
Oh, a little shout out. I love it. Who are Bella and Pops? They're way up in Toontown, right? Yeah? You think they're watching right now?
Yes.
Do you think they're super excited to get a shout out?
Yes.
I think so too. I think so too. Well, hello to Bella and Pops. We miss you, right?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. How has cheerleading been going?
Good.
Good. And how many days a week do you cheer?
2?
2 days a week. And who do you cheer for?
I don't cheer for anybody. Fire and Ice.
Fire and Ice. That's your team name, right? Fire and Ice cheer superstars. And you guys just had a competition, won a medal. Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Have you taken the medal off yet? Oh, okay. I'd have left it on. So we're back live here for period 3 action, a 1-1 game. As it's wedged free, Evans will try to cut to the middle. It's knocked off of his stick. The Rangers come back the other way. 24, Ty Sullivan. He was warming up here. I think he might be the gentleman who was injured. The young man injured for the Rangers. I think he's on the ice now. It's worked up the wing for real. He wedges it further down the wall, but we're going to get a whistle as it's an offside play. 28 seconds into the third period here. We'll get a face-off outside of the Penguins line. The Pens will get a line change. It'll be Wu, Armstrong, Sproul, Ofty, and Julius. Julius kind of creeped up a bit there on the face-off. It'll be up the wall, and it's turnover there. Rangers into the middle, firing one. It's blocked out front, spun around by Julius to Wu, or to Armstrong. Armstrong tapping it out the center to Wu. Wu into the offensive zone. He's got Sproul with him. Driving the net. Centering feed for Sproul. Swipes that, and it comes the whole way through to the opposite side. Sproul will get there. Back to Wu. Wu's shot blocked by a stick. Armstrong to the corner. Dumped back by Ofterhide to Armstrong. Armstrong working along the wall. Tries to center it. It'll come back to Ofterhide instead and cleared by the Rangers. Sproulsy back to get it. Sproul up the wing to Julius on the breakout. He centers it to Wu. Wu into the offensive zone. Weaving, cutting through, 1-2. Dangled through them both, couldn't get the shot on. What a move, a power move there by the smooth skating Austin Wu.
He could have shot that, I think, too. He had the D backed right in with all that speed.
It'll be Merlot leaving it behind. Whoa. Wedged off the stick of Villela. A shot from the Rangers, fought off by the sticks of the Penguins. The puck is free, kind of in a precarious position to the left of the net, taken to the corner. Is that Rowe, I believe, for the Rangers. Picked off his stick. It'll be Villela carrying it out the center. All the way to the Ranger end goes Villela, pressured by Armstrong. Penguins get a bit of a change behind him. Fresh legs, it'll be Brody Carter onto the ice. Now Parrish following on. The Rangers wedge it out the center. Brody Carter, great body position to free it up for Merlot. Merlot with the puck. The fine wine, around one, around a pair. Into the offensive zone he comes. Weaving to the corner, pulling up, tapping it to the corner for Carter. Centering feeder right there in front. Stick on puck block off the stick of Shub. Reversed by Carter. This line is feeling it. They're going to get one here, Colby.
Well, you can see they're doing a great job of. Oh, there it is. That's in. Oh, in the crease violation, or?
Oh, what a turd. I mean, that's a turd of a call. I mean, they're kids playing freaking hockey. They're working their bags off. And you call that, it's like Brett
You know
Holland.
what it is here? It's the Pens entering the zone and then pulling players to them. You see Merlot comes in, uses his legs, pulls up. 3 Rangers converge on him. Then he bumps it to an open space. That generated a great scoring chance in front. Who was that? Was that Evans there to try to loop that one in?
I want to say that was Shuby.
Was it way off? That was way off.
That's right. They both have fantastic dads.
Oh.
Pass to the middle, unable to get on net is Parrish. He'll keep the pressure on the half wall as the Rangers will clear out the center. Shub in that F3 roll just wreaking havoc. Star tries to go the opposite way. It's blocked by a Ranger into the Penguin zone. Dangling to his knees is Carey, who can't get it through. The Rangers will twist in the Penguin zone. Here's a turnover at the Penguin blue line that might come back to haunt him. Back to the point. It's dumped in by Schwartz. Rimmed around. It'll be kept at the blue line by Kokoro. Shot on net, defended by Kaminsky. Now Star behind the net. He'll loft it in the air. He'll follow up with it. Cutting to the inside. He'll have Carter to the outside. He'll find him up the left wing. Gains the blue line. Goes between the wickets. Right there's Shuby following on. He couldn't get control.
I didn't know who had it. It's like a magic trick. Who had it there?
Houdini Carter as the shot comes blocker side. And cleared by the Pens. It bounced straight up in the air and was whacked out of the air by a Pens defenseman, cleared by a Penguin.
It landed on the top of the net and bounced back down onto the goal line.
Ofty picks the puck up behind. He's got space. Smart play here to carry. Gain the red line, dump it in. Penguins will complete that line change. Now it's Evans crashing in on the forecheck. Filiaggi with the pressure. Real following on as the Penguins tie it up at the blue line. The Rangers will win it. No further than Ofterhide, though, as Filiaggi turns it back to the blue line. Real picks it off. He popped free into the offensive zone. Carrying to his backhand. It's blockered to the side. Just had it roll a bit too far in front of him to pull it back. Rangers breaking out the right. Filiaggi will follow on. Filiaggi heavy off the boards. Picked up by Real. Real will shoot one from the top of the circle. It's picked up by Evans in the corner. He'll rim it back around behind Filiaggi, the first one to it in the corner. He gets control. Tries for Real. It'll be taken by the Rangers, and that's an icing. 9:41 to play third period, a 1-1 game here from York, Pennsylvania. Just north of the Mason-Dixon line in one of the beautiful areas of this great Commonwealth. I'm not 100% sure the difference between a Commonwealth and a state, but Pennsylvania is a Commonwealth. Merlot.
I'm Canadian. I will learn this, though. To become an American citizen, you have to know these things. Provinces, yep, and territories up there.
Yeah, the territories where like 9 people live.
Yeah, it's a place.
What is it, like 90% of the population lives within like an hour of the
Canadian
US
that's
border?
true. Yep. I don't know if that's the exact number, but
I think it's
up there.
87.94352 times pi. It'll be Wu at the red line, weaving to the, I almost said Canadian line, the Ranger line.
Oh, right there, stay open on the side of the net. Get out of the way, Steve.
And a little coaching from Colby.
Coaching from Dad here, I mean.
Wedged off the wall, it'll be another ice by the Rangers as they are in current heave it down the ice mode as the Penguins continue to apply pressure line after line. We'll get a line change here for both squads. It'll be Paris, Shub, Carter, who had a great chance on their last one with Kaminsky and the Constellation Kid.
Yeah, my brother tuned in on Cine Swirl. If he'd hit the subscribe button, I'd like him even more, but assistant coach for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms.
Welcome, Riley.
Tuned in.
Hopefully you're enjoying this one.
Oh, baby.
Paris comes to the middle. It's off the stick of Carter in the high slot. Cleared by the Rangers all the way out the center. Paris on the back check. As the Rangers will try to pin it against the wall. Not sure that strategy in a tie game.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
If you can dodge a wrench.
Yeah, dodgeball.
It'll be Hanner setting it up for Kaminsky behind the net. I love when goalies get the little tap on the puck there so that they can get the assist if it goes down in 2 passes. My favorite thing goalies do.
Unfortunately, Paul Coffey is not playing for the...
But we have Jake Starr, and he's into the offensive zone. A 3-on-2 breaks out here.
Whoa.
Shot from Starr, blocker to the corner. Followed on a pressure by Shub. It'll be wedged out the center for Ofterhide. Ofty up to Paris. Paris will spin it to Shub. Shub, a centering pass.
Oh.
That's cut off by 2, maybe 3 Ranger sticks. It'll be gathered in and carried to the outside by Rothstein, the Ranger goal scorer. Schub loses a stick in the battle. Knocked free. It'll be gathered up by Andy Hall. Andy Hall, the lone female player in the game. It's good to see her on the ice driving the Penguin.
She's a player.
It'll be up the left wing side. Evans has some speed. He takes a whack from behind. He's got a 1-on-3 here as he cuts into the middle. Tried to challenge everyone on the other team. Penguins were in the middle of a line change, so not too many other options. Here's Real to Evans to Filiaggi, tic-tac-toe, and it skips up behind the net off the goaltender. A great puck movement play there for Real, Evans, and Filiaggi. And Real just went behind the back with his own stick to get control on the wall. Looked like a baton twirler there. Julius gathers the puck. Will pop it to the corner. The Penguins with nobody with speed right there. Julius maybe retreat a little more there. You got plenty of ice behind you. It'll be worked to the half wall. Out the center for Villela to Julius. Julius loses control now, and it's swiped away. Hall. I don't like her that much. Let's hope she doesn't drive down and score, and she does not. Rowe gets control, dumps it to the Penguins.
She was almost gone.
Whew. Around to the wall for Evans. Evans up ice. A beautiful feed. Filiaggi and Real are in on an onside 2-on-2. Filiaggi carries it to the middle where he's defended. Evans follows on with pressure. Rowe with the puck, pressured by Real. They'll carry it out the right, dump it into their own bench. That's a way to get a stop and play. 5-5-3 to play third period. 1-1 tie here in York, Pennsylvania.
It's a good rink.
Nice barn.
Good barn. 2 barns in here. Big workout facility upstairs.
What's that?
I don't know. It's where they make York workout materials.
Oh, nice. I like it. We talked about those dumbbells earlier.
Yeah, York dumbbell. If you've got a workout bench that says York, it's made here in York, PA. You got a dumbbell that says York, it's made here.
And I believe that's a clean and jerk that you saw on the
Was it a
York.
Oh, yeah, it's a finishing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I thought it was like a split squat, but there goes my knowledge.
A clean and jerk. As Sproul comes off the wall.
Wow.
In the middle, dancing, doodling. It's in the back.
Wow.
Off the wall, driving the middle, is William Sproul.
I was going, Cruz, get out of the way. And he was like a lineman that gets out in front for the running back and just carved a path, and Sproul had to dance, didn't he?
He was shaking, baking, magic making. It's William Sproul putting the Penguins up by a goal against his former mates.
That's got to feel good for William.
As Starr, this important next shift, Jake Starr carries to the corner. Supported by Sproul. Woo, a centering pass off a Ranger in on net that's covered. Face-off will come to the left of the Ranger net.
And maybe some viewers out there, my daughter Mila brings up a fair question. The Penguins are home, but she says we're not in Pittsburgh. How is this happening?
So how is this happening is we are at a neutral site,
Neutral
and I
site
believe
game.
we paid for the ice.
Yeah.
So we get to be the home team. Because Connecticut's probably, what, about 4 hours from here?
Yeah,
3
it's
to 4
about, we
hours?
split the difference
We're
almost.
about 3 to 4 hours from here.
I'd do this again. It isn't a bad drive out here.
No, it's a beautiful part of the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
I don't mind these, right? It's youth hockey, right? It's like easier than going all the way out there where you can just meet halfway. And
Yeah, we do it a lot in Cleveland with the Detroit teams, and here it's a little bit further, but it was not a bad drive. I drove in yesterday. You drove in this morning.
Yeah, I got up bright and early.
Well, you were early. I don't know how bright you were. But
Yeah, that's fair. That is actually fair.
Paris.
Well, when I heard it was your birthday, I said I got to get out here.
You got to get here and have a little, maybe some dad beverages later.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
And the hotel we're at, unbelievable lobby. That was a setup for an absolutely toe twirl. He was going to pull it through. Just slid off of Shuby there, and he wants it in the slot here. Oh, look at this.
Boom!
Wow, there it is.
There's the rebound for Shuby. And the Penguins have taken a 3-1 lead. Put some fries on your sandwich. That's a Pittsburgh goal. On the rebound, it's Carter Schub.
I'll tell you what, Paris packed a barrel full of gunpowder into that shot. We saw him with a one-timer earlier. Goalie got all of it. This time over here, what a feed by Ofterheide. It gets up high, low to high, little lost puck, and able to open them up, right? Spread out the defenders, and Paris does a good job, waits in the weeds, and then it's just crash the net. This is what we talked about. This has to be the game plan. The offensive zone, you get chances to pull the trigger. You got to get in there and get those rebounds. It's been paying off for them here in this game. That was an awesome goal. Just perfect execution. Shuby rewarded right where he likes to make his money.
And Chris Filiaggi doing the Superman in the penalty box.
He's dressed like Eminem right now.
Is the 11th favorite part of my birthday.
Like Eminem from 8 Mile
no,
right
like
now.
an actual Eminem. like the yellow one.
Yeah.
As the Penguins take the face-off shift after a goal. Here we go. I told you that line was going to get one. They were buzzing.
We are on fire here in the Cine Swirl broadcast booth. What do we call this place?
Oven.
The oven.
The oven.
Because we're hot stoving. Here
Evans
they go.
Up the wall, bounce by Filiaggi. It'll be a 2-on-1 with him and Real. Back checking well as the Rangers as Filiaggi centers it for Real. It goes between the legs of the Penguins forward. He'll tie it up along the wall. Andrew gets to it for the Rangers. Across ice, feed will be picked up by Heckel. Defended by Villela, and the Rangers are in on an off side.
We're seeing some great stuff here today, Jeremy. I think you'd admit just the execution is. When was the last time we've seen this? It's been a few weeks since we've seen a game like this put together. Consistency. I think the Rangers had one good shift where they tried to get back and claw into this game and tilt the tables and get the momentum going, but Penguins ripped it right back right away.
It'll be Starr taking it behind his own net. A breakout pass to the shrieking Wu. And he's headed to the quad. It'll be over to the outside for Sproul, and he's on an offside play. It'll be a face-off outside of the Ranger zone. 3:22 to play, third period action, 3-1. Good guys. It's one back by Wu to Starr. Starr to Kaminsky on the D-to-D play, wedged up for Armstrong into the zone. Armstrong along the wall, kept in by Kaminsky. Now Sproul as it squeaks out the center. Skating through it is Hall into the offensive zone for the Rangers. It'll be picked up by Sproul. He tries to free Wu.
That's scary when you got Austin Wu breathing down your neck on the forecheck. No, one false move, and he is gone.
Starr chips it all the way across the ice and goes and gets it himself. Wedges it to the corner. He will not be denied. He may actually pick the puck up and wedge it in.
Whoa, my goodness.
Side. A great save by the Ranger netminder. Hall to center for a dump and change for mid-Fairfield. Busting after it is Carey for the Rangers. The Penguin Star plays it to the outside to Kaminsky. Under some pressure, wedges it out the center. Wu unable to get control. It'll be Schwartz turning it center. Back for Rothstein, the Ranger goal scorer. Over to O'Neill. O'Neill wedges it forward. Battle in front of the Penguins' yawning door. That could be dangerous. Is wedged by, picked up by the Rangers. Carried back in front and cleared by Ofterheide. A beautiful defensive play by the Penguins blue line. Ofterheide will cut it off at that blue line as the Rangers will put it back in on an offside play. Rothstein was still in the Penguins' end.
And he got knocked down there awkwardly, verging on the puck, almost down by the net. Took him some time as he's...
I'd like to give a shout out to Todd Kaminsky up here for firing up the heaters for us. One quarter at a time.
Yeah, there's a machine up here. We got quarters. You can. It's actually
he
cool
now is
invention.
not going to have clean clothes for a month because he won't be able to get to the laundromat. So he just keeps firing quarters in, and I forgot my coat in the hotel.
I'm gonna put that up in my house to get my TVs to work. I'll be a millionaire by the end of my first 2 weeks.
It'll be all your money though.
Well, that's why I invite everyone over.
I should have it on my kid's phone where he has to pay per minute.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Especially now that he's reffing, I can make some dough.
Yeah, steal his money back from him. Great
Heck
dad
yeah.
move right there.
It's like the dad tax on Halloween candy.
Yeah.
It'll be banked up the wall. Can Carter get it out? Pressured along the wall as the Rangers try to say, hey, look, we're not out of this yet, but they're not pulling their goaltender. Could this be a standings move? The Penguins pulled their goalie with like 9 minutes left in the last. No, about 2 minutes left. The Rangers are at center. Worried about the rankings, perhaps, as they'll dump it in for Hanner. Now they pull the netminder. It'll be picked up by the Pens and flopped back out the center. There are 37 Rangers on the ice.
The goalie fell.
They've got players. They got extra players. They still had the goalie on the ice.
Here we go.
Shuby with the backwards flip can't get it through. And the Rangers are back through center. It's Rowe to the wing. Shot comes in. Wide of Hanner. Picked up on the opposite side by Andrew. A centering pass off of Paris. He'll battle for it in the corner. To the point for Hall's shot. Knocked down in front. Kept out by the handman.
I don't know what they're going to call here.
Hanner has it under his pad, so it's a stop and play. And with 18.8 to play, the Rangers do have an empty net now.
There's been a few of those this game, right around Hanner, either off him up in the air, off him on the goal line, player clearing it. A few close calls, but when you throw pucks at the net, those kind of things are there for you. And they try to bang away the old greasy style, Jeremy, as I like to call it.
Like those French fries in Oakland. You might not have ever experienced
I haven't.
that. But it's no longer there, a true Pittsburgh legacy or delicacy, the fries with some gravy, because why not put gravy on French fries to make them healthy?
Yeah.
As it's cleared all the way down by the Penguins. That horn you hear means the end of the third period and the end of game 2. So it is rubber match time tomorrow morning. It's Penguins in mid-Fairfield. We'll be bringing it to you live from York, Pennsylvania. Also, I want to take a second to thank cameraman Chris Merlot, the producer Nick Paris, color commentation by Colby Armstrong, and your play-by-play man Jeremy Evans. Colby, talk to us a little bit about this game.
Oh, it's domination. This is maybe one of the best games I've seen them play in I don't know how long here for the Penguins. Energy level, jump, execution, shots on goal, battles won, support. Like, you know, those little things that you kind of talk about. Play away from the puck. Just really good. We saw about 3 or 4 one-timer setups. And, I mean, there's not much more you can ask for out of this team here in their second game. And obviously you wonder, right, like, is energy level going to be a thing? You know, you play, some of them drove up this morning, what's going to happen? But a really good game put forth by the Penguins, great execution, and a solid win.
Yeah, I thought so too. I think a great way to answer that 3-1 earlier loss, where, again, I thought they played right with them, if not outplayed the Rangers. Yeah. Handshakes at center ice, a great hockey tradition, as the coaches Tammy Dryden and Ray Conway trade some conversation at center ice, and the officials there as well. So we'll be back with you here in the morning. A shout out the 2011s with a W earlier today against the Amherst Knights. The Squish Tender in net later on today. So I'll be tuning in for that as we head to maybe some sodas,
the lobby,
some pops,
the lobby,
some dad beverages. What do you think?
Oh, it's a birthday on the horizon here tonight, and
so who's going to take Cameron to the rink in the morning? That's the question we have. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow morning.